I had a question to ask you guys. So I make YouTube videos. People see this coast to coast, right? Now the rumors I've been hearing is you guys are going to be closing the public boat ramps here?
No, sir.
Because I've heard that from like 10 people. Because somebody told me then North Carolina they're closed. What's that?
So we're not. There's nothing closed. We're dealing with another issue right now.
All right, sorry. I just had a question to ask. Sorry. Okay, that's what I just wanted to see. Thank you. What's up, Beowulf Nation? I'm Beowulf back with another video. As I'm getting a super late start, it's Saturday, and the boat ramp is a total bleep show, is what it is right now. People are taking forever to take their stuff out of the water. It takes like 10 people to take out a small boat. I'm glad to get in the water. I figured getting a later start would have been not to deal with these people, and it is like, oh my God, it's crazy. The cool thing is I've met a fair amount of subscribers before getting it in the water, and I was like, had a rush because when you have it tied up, I mean, like I said in the past video, people don't have insurance and they could wreck your ski. So you definitely want to be careful. It's not a state law here, but North Carolina has all their public boat ramps closed. South Carolina has DNR trying to keep people in large amount of groups on boats or on the sand apart from each other. It is insane. But my advice is, you know, keep your distance, like what they're telling people, wash your hands. People are sick, stay away. But the one thing, if you're not sick and you're out on these anywhere, it could be on the boat or on land, if you drink too much and then somehow you come in contact with somebody like this, your immune system's down, you have a better chance of getting sick. And it doesn't matter what your age is. And I don't want to be all talking about the coronavirus. But if you want to hear more about it, it's on my second YouTube channel, Beowulf Nation. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for that. I am almost out of the snow wake zone, which I actually am now. And who knows how much longer riding we have before they shut down. And if it comes to that level, I will make sure I'm still on the water and figure out what legal action I can do to make sure you guys are watching videos. So we'll see what happens if that comes to place. I know Myrtle Beach, starting tomorrow, all the hotels and Airbnbs are shut down. The crazy thing, real quick, I want to say too, is our Myrtle Beach airport is taking in passengers from all these hot zones flying in, fleeing different states that have very bad cases of coronavirus. So it is scary how big it's going to project, you know, how worse it's going to be in this area. So just trying to make the videos is basically what I'm getting at. Let's get it going because I want to enjoy this nice day. one thing to know when you're out riding. So when you see those lights flashing, that means you had to be going to a no wake. And even the distance I'm at, if you look, that's why all the boats are going slow. I might go up and film them and just, I like to curious to know what's going on. To get an idea of the apocalypse of riding jet skis. The other crazy thing too is the reason why you even see me going in the ocean at all is my Jeep SRT has a shorter wheelbase, and the saltwater is like that. I don't want to be taking that thing launching at the ocean because I hate to go so far in. My hair is probably just like, and this glove is so grippy, it's like, it's literally either a comb or it's ripping my hair out when I come into the side. Yeah, so I just, my exhaust got all rusted from inside from going in the water. So yeah, and it's just, even taking apart a few things with this, you can just see how salt water sits in there. So right now, until I figure out what I'm doing about that, I'm not going out. Plus it's a better chance of contact with people when you're going out there the boat ramp. I'll try to, but I'm just, it's not on my radar. And the other thing I'm on my radar is trying to find a photographer that can take high-speed photos. So I want to get some cool photos, and somebody can do high-speed photography and do drone footage. My brother has a very good camera, and he has a drone, but he claims he's always too busy to help me out. So hopefully sometime he does help me out, and we get this all, I can get some really cool footage with that. And it's just crazy. Like when I was leaving out in the wake zone, people are just riding really crazy. I had a question to ask you guys. So I make YouTube videos. People see this coast to coast, right? Now the rumors I've been hearing is you guys are going to be closing the public boat ramps here?
No, no sir.
Because I've heard that from like 10 people. Because somebody told me that in North Carolina they're closed. What's that?
So we're not, there's nothing closed. We're dealing with another issue right now.
All right, sorry. I just had a question to ask. Sorry. Okay, that's what I just wanted to see. Thank you. Man, I don't know if they're friendly or not. They were in the middle of an investigation. They said nothing's closed, so we're all good. That's so far yet. They said to check on Facebook. I'm not really a big Facebook person, so I did give them a follow so I could see what's going on, because I've heard too many rumors that they're closing the boat ramp, but we had it from them. It's all open. It's all good. They wouldn't answer about North Carolina. I'm gonna just ask a question. But man, those teenagers on that boat, man, they're busted. I guess it's time to roll their theme music. All right, see you later, DNR.
School and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get high
I'm like one of those like nosy people to be, I'm gonna get the media like nosy to figure out what's going on. I mean, I think people have the right to know. I have heard so many rumors about the boat ramps are closing that, I mean, at least they're not planning on. The crazy thing is, so all the shutdown with Myrtle Beach shutting down, like hotels and stuff, isn't by the governor of the state. It's actually the township of Myrtle Beach. The governor doesn't think about doing it. Oh man, I still got a bug on the lens. That's better. So the governor doesn't think it, which is, I guess, in a good sense, is a good thing and a bad thing, because then it means this is probably open longer, so there's more time of riding. And I hope, my plan is, today's Saturday, I'm hoping to ride the stand-up on Monday, but if it's crazy amount of people out like this, it'd be just kind of pointless. I don't know, it's like kind of rolling the dice, though, like coming out with it, because if there's too many people, you won't be able to go out, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm telling you, if you haven't seen the videos, all the new stuff installed, the crazy thing too, on the lens, water. The crazy thing is, coming out riding, people seen the ski and nobody's seen the videos yet of me, all the stuff I've done. So it's kind of like spoiling it before the videos are even up. I've posted a few photos, I guess, technically on Instagram, but Instagram stories. And if you haven't given me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow. It's IM_Beowulf. Give me a follow. I post different things there. Like sometimes I do Instagram stories, not that much, but I post up and post really cool photos, really cool action photos, which is pretty cool. But the weirdest thing is there's tons of people out on the water, but when I was driving here, there was actually no traffic, and it's crazy seeing so much stuff closed. Like I drove past a Walgreens, it's completely closed because everything's closing at 6:30, and it's crazy. Everybody's down in the water, and it's kind of hard when you got a big global virus going on, and then you got this warm weather, and everybody got that itchy cabin fever, want to come out and enjoy it. And man, I give credit to those DNR guys. You know, as much as people might not like them, I mean, they're putting their life on the line, you know, trying to keep the peace and whatever law is going on, and you know, they got people on board the boat, and yeah, good thing they're out here keeping control. I mean, they were like somewhat friendly. I mean, they weren't mean. I mean, I kind of came up on them and they didn't want to talk to me. Now I'm back where I started, and I'm gonna ride a little down this way because this place is just tons of people all at the dock. Oh my gosh. I will definitely tell you, the weekends when it's the season, I will not take the stand up here because this would be like terrible with trying to get docked up and so many people. And the problem is when you have like a small ski compared to a boat, like when I launched and tied up, there was like a hurricane boat or whatnot tied up in front of me, which would have made sense. The person moved farther forward, seeing I was taking off, that it would just make logical sense. I'm behind them, not in front of them. And they were driving the boat and somebody was holding the ropes, pulling it, which just do one or the other, I guess. I mean, I've owned a boat, that's what I would do, especially it's not like a gigantic yacht. And otherwise, some people might do is just go completely around you, pulling it, and jump on your ski and bash it up. And if they don't have insurance, and even if they do, who's flying the police report? You know, it's one of those things. It's you got to really have some common sense when you're out riding. and especially packed areas. That's why I usually don't ride on the weekend, because of that. Right now we only got, you know, so many nice days going into spring, and then you don't know if the boat ramp's still going to shut down. Still haven't put the front cover on. I'm doing it tonight. When I get home, I got some fasteners. I'm going to change the ones that are easy to pop out, and change it out. Yeah, because having a big wide open front, and then I'm nosing it with the trim all the way down. I mean, I can't even imagine how much water is coming in. Luckily, these stock have a bilge pump, but it's only while you're moving. Using the pump, I'm pretty positive how it works. Pumping out the water, it does not work if you're not moving, and I think you have to be going a certain speed. I'm definitely going to be installing a bilge pump I can flip a switch on, just as an added security, I guess. But probably it's going to be on my list. I got to still hook up the whole one and get all these parts for my RXP-X. Definitely, it's more on my list to put one in the stand-up, and then kind of do down the list. But man, this is so aggravating. Look at this. Look how long. I mean, I'm going nowhere. This is what happened last night. I had to wait till like nobody was left and then get out. So it's kind of like if you're in a rush, you're just out of luck. All right, back home, all cleaned up. All the skis, sprayed them all down. But I want to show you guys something really cool. So my garage is a little messy from all the projects. All my tools are kept in my other garage. But Jettrim sent me this awesome sign, and I'm gonna figure out a cool place in my garage to put it. I've obviously seen past videos to my air handlers up there, and that's where you can tell where this water damage is. So my air handlers up there and leaked like a year ago or something. They had to reseal it, and then I did some stuff to kind of get away the water spots. That's where you can kind of tell where that is. It's driving me crazy. So I'm in the fence of figuring out what I'm painting this. I don't want to redo it all white, and then I got the slap board. I really got to organize this garage, figure out what I'm doing with the flooring, but I want to do like a couple different colors, like either a line, you know, like a, I don't want to say lines, but like one layer there and this, and then the ceiling one color. I have another one of these. I still have it sitting right there in the box. I got that LED light I found at Home Depot. Awesome one, really bright. And then I got the old one that was originally in there, and I have another one that I have to figure out a date I'm going to install that, and it'll actually brighten up to a lot more light. And I want to get another two of those to put in my other end of the garage, because I have like the same kind of fluorescent lights, but they're not, it's just not as bright. You can obviously tell the difference from that to here. It's a lot more lit, and then it's kind of like a yellowish, and this is more like really bright, super bright. So it's like kind of my list of things to figure out what color I want to paint all this, and then figure out the day I'm going to do that, and then clean it up and have the skis all outside. It's, yeah,
it's on my list. But anyways, let me show you kind of what's all going on. If you haven't seen the past videos where I did install a bunch of new stuff for the GP1800R, make sure you check it out. So we'll go from start to finish. So I installed the black OEM front bumper and the rear bumper, but we'll make it that way over there in a second. So this is actually a factory piece. Other GP1800Rs have the option of a black bumper. So I changed that, definitely enhancing the look of it. Like I said in that past video, I want to figure out doing maybe carbon fiber, hydro dipping this all the way up in here, leaving this white. Leave in a comment what you guys think about that. That's kind of on my list of things. You can easily pull out each piece, and I might just buy this same pieces and just get them hydro dipped, and then don't have to wait about taking those off any downtime. Now, the next step of the process is I did the whole Riva Racing handlebar system, and I did custom hydro dipping, rattlesnake hydro dip. I got it done. I got this all done from Outlaw Hydrographics, Merle's Inlet, South Carolina. They did this. They did a couple pieces. They got stuff on the Sea-Doo and other pieces with it. So I recently installed this. Definitely impressed with the handle in it too. And I sprayed some of that Yamaha, like the little silicone thing, and then now you don't hear the squeaking coming from the steering back there. So definitely it sounds smooth. If you watch the video, it's like making a screechy noise. And then the next coolest thing is I got the Jettrim seat cover. So this is the same type of grippy material like what's on my RXP-X 300. I did the blue stitching. If you look close, it's awesome, super grippy. It is like riding a different ski how grippy this is. Now I want, well, the alternative, originally I was looking at doing yellow carbon fiber trim similar like that. And I thought with like the theme of this rattlesnake, this, you know, the snake thing, I thought let's just go out crazy. Actually, there's a whole piece I'm gonna be pulling the graphic out, and there's another Jettrim thing, real grippy to lock your feet in there, and there's this one piece I have to install that's going on here. And then that is in blue stitching with the yellow carbon fiber trim. Similar to what I was gonna go with this, but I thought if you're doing carbon fiber and then you do the snake skin, it just wouldn't look, it would look kind of out of place to do different things. And I wanted something that looked like this seat is like the race inspired, and then this is kind of like just the luxury. I mean, they have and it's cool because in the light it changes colors, and I like that it's kind of a little bit lighter and then it's not super bright where it takes away the look of it. The same as I'd have to say even with the RXP-X. With that seat, being a purple carbon fiber, it's more of a darker purple. It doesn't like stand out like if it was yellow. The thing I hated before with the stock seat with the Sea-Doo was the two yellows didn't match, and they were like right on each other, and it kind of drove me crazy. And I definitely like how the seat looks in that, and especially the design. And the thing that they did with this, it's just killer. And I did a whole video showing how to install this. If you're ever not looking at doing a Jettrim seat cover, also too, they come in, you can get them all custom made however you want with the color stitching, the different material. It doesn't have to be snakeskin. You don't have to do the grippy. To me, the grippy is like real important, because the one thing with, like when you look at the Sea-Doo, and actually when you look at it, they're about the same size when you look at it. Where the grip is similar to the same area where it is on the Sea-Doo. But it definitely, just gives you where it locks you in, especially in your back, because the hump on this seat is higher than the hump on the RXP-X is a lot smaller. This kind of part here reminds me of like a saddle and a horse, like a horse saddle, and that kind of reminds me of like a sport bike, how that seat is made with that. And I'm really happy with this purple carbon fiber because I really think that the carbon fiber really helped the look of this, and I think it gives it like a pretty good different color blue in it that I think just kind of goes with it. And then if you haven't seen, I've done a video a long time ago, months ago, probably 8 months, 7 months ago, when I installed the Riva Racing Sponsons, and then I got these recently hydro dipped, and I did like some automotive touch-up paint where I actually painted some of these. You can already see it's peeling. It's just gonna, I didn't do a primer before. This was just like like car touch-up paint, and I figured that that would work. And I knew the paint would come off if I didn't do a primer, which I might do down later in the long run, but right now it doesn't really matter. And then here I installed the rear OEM black plastic piece, and I really say the black and the blue really go together. I mean, it looks so much better than the OEM white, especially if this was white, it would just like not look right. And it enhances the look of this. It's just like I said in the past videos, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the trim with this. But I think if you take out a little white and leave a little in, it actually all goes together, because you do have a lot of other white trim with that. So that's kind of what's all going on. But it's the end of the video. Just want to kind of give you guys a walk around of just the GP's changing, and it's still not done with other things I have to do. But right now, that North Carolina, all the boat ramps are closed. The coronavirus, it's real. So it's definitely trying to get as much riding as I can, because you don't know what happens, which I don't know what the big deal is of shutting down if you're on a jet ski and you're alone and you're not like anybody, you're not like talking to people on there and you're kind of on your own. I don't know what the big deal is. It'd be like telling people they can't go drive their car around, which doesn't make any sense. I understand where they're getting at. If there's like people are on the beach beaching and there's tons of people on boats, I can see where that is not right, and that could be, but I think they have to be enforcing to what different things are instead of just nobody could go out. I'm telling you, I'm going to keep riding, and if it gets to where they can't let me ride, I'm going to put an argument with this, and I'm going to film it, because I think I have the right to ride, just because I'm not out there with anybody else, and I'm just kind of doing my own thing. So hopefully, if that worst case comes with that, I'll hopefully keep riding no matter what. But if it gets so dangerous where there's so many people sick, I don't want to risk my life with doing that, but we'll just have to wait and see when that time comes. So I'm going to try to do as much riding videos as I possibly can. It's the next couple days. It's in the 80s, perfect weather. Definitely going to be nice. On Monday, if everything goes well, I'm going to be taking out the SXR 1500 again. But the next couple of videos are going to be, the Yamaha has been on like lowdown with waiting for the sponsons to get painted, hydro dipped, and then doing some other stuff, and the weather hasn't been cooperative. It's going to be a fair amount of Yamaha videos going on, because the Yamaha has not been in the scene. The Sea-Doo has been like riding like crazy, so it's going to get a little break and then bust the Yamaha out. I'll tell you up front, the black on the bumper does enhance it, makes it look a lot more aggressive. And gotta do some stuff with the hood. Do something. But it's the end of the video. Be driven to win. Remember, the new saying is, never give up, never surrender. I'm Beowulf. Make sure you check out, too, the I Am Beowulf merch at IamBeowulf.com. Also, too, I have an Amazon store. It has a bunch of different stuff on there. Make sure you check that out. Amazon.com/shop/IamBeowulf. And it's the end of the video. Peace out, Beowulf Nation.